Egypt. And now I give the floor to the representative of Japan. You have the floor.
Madam President, thank you, Madam President. On behalf of the Japanese government, let me first express my sincere appreciation to you, Madam President, on your tireless efforts in seeking a consensus outcome of this conference. I would also like to commend the works done by the chairpersons of the main committees and subsidiary bodies, as well as the Secretariat, to facilitate the deliberations of state parties during this conference towards a possible success. Madam President, in cooperation with NPDI members, Japan actively worked for a positive outcome of the conference on the most salient points, including the matters concerning the Middle East, as well as the points being made by my Foreign Minister Kishida when he delivered his speech at the first week of the conference. Since then, we, the Japanese delegation members, have made all the possible enormous efforts to lead the conference to be successfully adopting a final document by consensus. It is in that context that we feel extremely, I repeat, extremely regrettable that this conference was not able to adopt a consensus, the substantive document, though we seem to have come quite near to do so. I would like to emphasize, therefore, that sense of really deep regret over the current state of affairs again and again. Madam President, Japan nonetheless remains committed, or even more strongly committed, to the NPT and is confident that so do other state parties. The NPT will remain the cornerstone, once again I repeat, the cornerstone of the international nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation regime. We are confident the deliberations and extensive negotiations we have undertaken during the past 4 weeks till some 1 hour ago or so will and must pave a way for us all to work even more closely together in the futures to come for strengthening the credibility and the authority of the NPT. Nothing has changed our commitment regarding the NPT regime. I also do hope that the entire credibility of the NPT, and indeed not only the NPT but international cooperation through multilateral regimes in general, is not at all lost. Finally, I would like to announce that Japan will host a series of meetings on disarmament in coming months, including the UN Conference on Disarmament Issues in August in Hiroshima, in which state parties will discuss ways forward in light of the result of 2015 NPT Review Conference in order to maintain and further strengthen the NPT regime. This is only one thing to show, though this conference could not find a consensus, that Japan will continue to be one of the leading states of the subject matter on disarmament, non-proliferation, and peaceful uses of nuclear energy. Madam President, I, on behalf of my government, urge you all the following. Let us move forward continuously while learning and based upon what we have discussed and gained through the course of the past 4 weeks. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Deputy Minister. Thank you for your kind words. And now I give the floor to the distinguished representative of